Oh, I'm as hungry as a wolf.
I could use a bit of help.
Yeah, who are you?
What are you doing here?
What does it look
What
like?
the fuck is...
Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now. So I decided to take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Yeah, you have something on in your fucking forehead.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn. Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
What? An arrow? Like, from a bow?
Aye, an arrow. With an arrowhead, a shaft, and a fletching. Simply an arrow.
You have an arrow stuck in your head? Shouldn't you be, well, dead? I've never seen anyone with an arrow in his head who wasn't.
Of course I should be. Dead as a doornail. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies.
Oh? And what's special about it?
Always questions all of a sudden. How about you tell me who you are first?
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence. You're just lucky.
It ain't no coincidence. This arrow here blessed me.
Shouldn't you, like, at the very least, like, if you're not gonna take it out, couldn't you, like, at least cut it off so it's not sticking out like that?
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. It's still a gift from God.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
And what's in it for me? Will I get a reward?
You youngsters is all the same. You should help your neighbour without wanting nothing in return.
We're
Like
not
a proper
neighbors,
Christian,
though.
eh?
True. But good deeds won't buy me an ale at the tavern.
All right, then. If you're helping with the sack,
What's in these sacks, anyway?
just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended. These days, everyone locks up their cottages, and then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on, wouldn't it?
That's an interesting way of looking at theft. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes in handy. So, will you help me?
Well, can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Ugh. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. Man can be invincible, and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
There's nothing stopping you from taking 2 trips.
You're probably not a monk, are you? What are you then? A bandit?
Ha! A bandit? Don't sound too good when you say it out loud. Bandit. Do you know who the real bandits are, in my opinion?
I don't.
Them lords what hold their protective hand over us. They stuff themselves to bursting, hunt in the forests, start wars, and the ordinary folk has to do all the work for them. And when you get in their way, they string you up or beat you like a dog. Not even the worst bandit behaves like that. That's what people should be whipped for in the stocks, not for hunting a deer in some noble's forest, or picking something up here and there. We're just trying to survive is all.
You said we. Are there more of you somewhere?
Of course there is. And with what's been going on, there's more and more of us. Towns get raided all the time, and folk have nowhere to go. So they head into the forests and become bandits, as you call them.
Well, I meant nothing by it.
Right. I used to live an ordinary life myself, before it all got to me. First, my wife got a fever, so I paid the sobos to help her, and nothing. He took the money, but it didn't help, so my dearest died. Then the soldiers came. I don't know if they were ours or someone else's, but they took everything. And whatever they didn't take, they torched. I had nothing left. So now we live in the forest, like animals. We don't have no other option.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I've lost a lot too.
Of course, we all have. Some more than others. But we've all lost something.
The game calls it an enemy camp, so should I be worried at all?
I dropped that sack over there, but... Look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
What would you like?
Greetings, blacksmith.
What can I say? It's all shit. I'm getting old, and my hammer feels heavier with every passing day.
You
But
look
my
like you're
apprentice
in your
Matthias,
late
on the other hand,
20s. How are you
That lad
old?
could outdo many a fancy weaponsmith. Just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever seen such fine work?
Pretty good work. For a village blacksmith. I expected worse.
Village blacksmith? What are you yammering about, you horse face? You've never seen anything so fine in your entire life.
Calm down. I'm telling you, I've been forging daggers like this with my father since I was a young lad.
Know what, you master of masters?
How would a bet like that work?
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit, and forge a hunting sword. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords, and I'll give you back twice as many groschen.
And of course, you'll be the judge, right?
Well, of course.
And what if my sword isn't better?
Then you lose, and I keep the groschen. What else? Am I supposed to stick them up my arse? Do you take the bet or not?
Okay.
I accept.
You haven't won.
This is quite a lot of money on the line. Alright, can we talk?
I brought you the hunting sword.
Well, ain't you a handy lad? But don't you know you should let honest folks get some rest? Come and see me when I'm working. I'm not in the mood for you
Fuck
right
off.
now. Care and good night.
You should come and see me when I'm working. You should come and see me when I'm working.
Tomorrow.
Stranger, wait, please. I
What?
I have a favor.
What?
I have a feeling you want something up.
Yes, you know, I'm so troubled, and
I
you
don't
just
care.
wandered by so opportunely that There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in...
I think I understand now. But what about your
He tried, of course. As soon as I heard, the poor wretch came back black and blue.
What is a thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are they fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
What can these stones do?
Well, lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm. It also wards off and cures diseases.
What does the thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist. Sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin?
Well, yeah. And I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary, and now you've shown... Besides, you're a born warrior by the looks of you. Twice as tough as those guards. Some landowner's coddled son is no...
Why are you so desperate for this?
That's...
Look, if I'm to help you, I need to know what you're going to do with this stone. I don't want to get caught up in any witchcraft.
This is no witchcraft. It's just... I'm afraid for my child. And myself. All my babies died shortly after birth. Bless their souls. And birthing is very hard for me.
Yeah, God forbid they have
I
to see
nearly
your ugly
died last
face.
time. The stone has the power to help me and protect my next infant. That's why I want it.
Sure.
All right, I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from her. And I'll pray and intercede for you, I swear.
Hold on. You said the stone helps its owner in a fight.
Among other things. Yes, that's what I heard.
So how the hell am I supposed to beat Tomlin when he's got the power of this stone on his side?
Well, it won't be... You can talk to Stimir. He fought Tomlin, so he might... Or, over in Horshan, I think the lads there wrestle a lot, and that might help. Most importantly, keep your hopes up, and don't let him intimidate you. Ours is a just cause.
Well, it's not going to be easy. But David defeated Goliath, didn't he?
Oh, that's a good point. Glory to David. See you later, my friend.
Good day to you.
Alright.
I brought you the hunt.
That quick? And where did you forge it? I didn't see you.
Because
it
you were
matter?
off in your own
Would make for a
goddamn
piss-poor
cabin.
competition. Who knows? Maybe you went to a blacksmith in Kuttenberg and had him forge it for you.
What sort of person do you think I am? I'm no fraud.
All right, all right. Don't get all riled up. Let's call Matthias over and see who the better blacksmith is. Well then, let's see what you made.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, master.
They look identical.
Let's see here. That's impossible. Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armorsmith in the region. He might take you on as his apprentice.
Thanks for the advice. But where's my prize?
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, master. And you, give me the sword.
What? Forget it. That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice, but if we're fighting with them, I'd slice you to ribbons.
Do you want to bet on it? Yeah.
Very well. If you want to get your ass kicked on top of all that, I'll be happy to oblige.
Don't get too cocky now. We'll see who'll be picking their teeth up off the ground.
Break a leg, Matthias.
Am I using it? Okay.
Go fuck yourself! I yield. Mercy!
We're done here.
Did you really have to come and rub it in my face like that? I know I lost.
You may know it, but you haven't paid. I believe you were supposed to give me your sword.
Here, choke on it.
Nothing special. Maybe I'll get a few groschen for it.
I hope someone stabs you with it.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts of...
They also say if I beat you...
Those days are... There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. It didn't seem right. But I have a proposition for you. The local lads like to practice their fighting moves while I watch over them. So if you fancy a fight and don't mind getting a bit dirty, you can join in and show us what you're made of.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm here to fight. For the Thunderstone.
Fuck's sake. You're a bleeding half-wit, aren't ya? Let's try again. I'm not fighting for the stone anymore. I found it. It's mine. I'm keeping it.
I challenge you to a fight. Let's fight for the Thunderstone. Or have I made you shit your brays?
The only shit being spouted here is from your mouth. You know you can't win, don't ya? No one's beaten me for as long as I can So just back. I'm doing you a favor. Because I want...
Don't try to intimidate me. We'll see who ends up with bruises, and I expect it'll be both of us. I'm sick of battering all those wretches. I want to take on someone who's a match for me.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint ya, but no way. I can see by the way you're standing that your stance is poor and your balance is off. You may be strong, but that is... So thank you kindly. When you've learnt to fight properly, how about you start with a...
Okay, do I
So, Tobias, do I know?
fight him?
Young Bruthans told me you're learning to fight.
Well,
You don't have to do it, you know.
I have to. I have to beat Stan.
What does he do to you?
All kinds of things. Sometimes he comes to Grund and causes trouble. Better limp for days, and now he...
You can defend yourself. But how can a pooch know he has to? Did he bite him at least?
Better? No, he's too nice to ever bite anyone.
People like that make me see red. Well, how about trying your luck against me?
Why not? Do you have any money?
That sounds good.
Get ready then. I lost again.
Thanks for the fight.
Oh, and this now you can challenge Tuma.
Shall we fight?
But of course, and before we get...
Yeah.
Thanks for the...
Here,
Thanks.
gonna beat me. I'm the best.
Oh, it's you, okay. Yeah, let's fight.
Why are you always...
Just take a look at him. If he was any dumber, do you know he talks to animals? He'd be better off barking. And but when we managed to get him drunk,
Tobias goes drinking.
no. But all you have to do is give him a little of that, and he's completely wasted. The last time that idiot almost drowned, because we told him it was a silver.
I'll find something better to...
Mind your own business. I reckon that moron doesn't. Lord knows if there's anything left.
Do you want to fight?
Sure. Do you have money to bet?
Of course.
I'm glad to. Ha! 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 Do you have two left hands?
You're no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight!
You're a dead man. You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight!
You fight like an old hag.
Bastard! Fucking hell!
Okay.
You're boring me! Try
You
a
fight
little.
like an old hag.
You a priest. Bastard!
Alright, is there any point in trying to fight him?
What's the matter? Does it hurt?
Okay. Game, is there any way I can, like, get around the bullshit that is his, like, attacks that I can't fight back against?
I'll paint you black and blue. Oh, who bloody who? What's Oh, who bloody who? What's the matter? Does it hurt?
You're no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight! I'll paint you black and blue. Who wants to knock you on your ass? I'll piss in your face.
Yeah, like, when he just is able to
If you want a
bullshit
rematch,
his way around my attack, even though I hit him, and still hit me freely without any chance to block, like, it's a load of bullshit.
What's the matter?
Just suck my dick.
Who bloody hit? I'll piss in your face.
For me.
Cut the What's the matter?
This game and its fucking combat can go fuck itself.
You're boring me. Try a little. Watch and learn. Oh, boo bloody who? What's the matter? Does it hurt?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The combat is total horse shit. Okay, it was literally just the 1-2 swinger room bullshit.
Thanks for the fight.
And can I get the damn Thunderstone?
You know,
What now?
I will.
Kurva, I don't want to.
Look here, big man. I kicked the.
Yeah, I get it. You're all right. If there's one thing I really hate, prepare for it. You know the rules. No armor. Strip down to your waist.
Showing what for! Come on, move, you snails!
My sister could be both of
You
with
call
one hand
yourself
behind
a
her back.
fighter?
Knock
Come
his
on,
teeth out.
move, you snails! You
Knock
fight
his
like
teeth
little
out.
girls!
His teeth out.
Come on, move, you snails! Come on, move, you snails! You call that a bun?
What for?
You call yourself a fighter? Knock his teeth out!
You call yourself a fighter?
You fight like little girls!
Go fuck yourself.
You fight like little girls.
Knock his teeth out! He can punch harder than you!
My sister can one.
You fight like little girls! What for?
What for? Come on, move, you snail.
Showing what for? You call yourself a fighter!
You
Fight the blood with him! You call yourself a fighter? My granny can punch harder!
Yes! Suck my fucking dick, you fucking Bruce Lee son of a bitch! Give me your goddamn stone right now.
I beat you. The prize is mine.
Yeah, you did. But it was close. I almost had you myself.
Close? Not one bit. I was all over you from the start.
Bollocks you were.
No need to be so upset, but let's not waste time.
You'll get your money back, goes without saying.
Perfect.
Well, I can't give you
You're
that
fucking kidding me.
because I don't have it.
What? But the stone was your stake.
No, it wasn't. It was your idea that if you won, I'd give you the stone. I didn't actually promise you anything like that.
So, you could have saved me all this trouble by saying, oh, I didn't have the stone. Yet instead you decided to waste my time. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Look, you yokel prick. Don't twist this. You tried to hoodwink me, and now you're playing word games.
I suppose it was a bit sneaky of me. But what the hell? I figured if you were up for a fight, I just wasn't expecting to lose.
But people said you have a thunderstone. So it's all horseshit.
No, it wasn't made up. I really did find a thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
And do you have any idea who might...
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they must have seen me and bolted. Which only confirmed my suspicion, and I don't have time to chase them around the country.
All right.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. There are hired hands there. That much I found out. And if you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded.
No, the stone is
I
staying
was the
with
one
me.
who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
I just beat you for it. You do not get to have it.
Look, I won fair and square. But I still don't have that thunderstone of yours in my hand. Truth be told, I'm feeling a little cheated. You could at least throw a dog a bone, eh?
Bollocks to that. You got your wager back, so don't be getting greedy now. And you barely won anyway. If you want anything more from me, bring me back my Thunderstone.
If you don't cough up, everyone far and wide will hear what a lying bastard you are and how you tried to fuck me over.
If you think you can talk shit to Tomlin Brutans, think again.
My God, you're all covered in blood.
Yeah.
I need to find a Thunderstone.
Oh yeah? Who told you that then?
Tomlin over Horsham Way told me you pinched his Thunderstone. You and some Hensel fellow. So you better come clean before I let Tomlin beat the truth out of you.
Fuck me. So Bruthan's made you his lackey. As if that stone hasn't caused enough trouble already.
Watch your tongue. I'm no one's lackey. And you, go on. What happened with the stone?
We fucked up. And all because of that stupid stone. I wish we'd never taken it.
So Tomlin was right. It was you. Where's the stone now?
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea, and before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew
Where
is
is
holding him
he?
captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone.
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthan's to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway.
Where can I find this, Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that'll be my concern.
You're so pig-headed.
Just tell me where they're camping, and I'll worry about the rest.
As you wish. They're not too far from here anyway. You'll come across some ponds near one of them. There's a... from that fork...
And that's where they're holding Hensel?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and nip through the woods. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye, but make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've up there.
Sound advice.
Look, what's your plan?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll...
Just be careful, because Andrew's a... Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
And how, pray, do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, just something. Because if you don't, Andrew's a greedy bastard. Some coin might do it. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with...
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so messy, it's almost like this. If I find a way...
Thank you so much!
Hey, you there. This is a military encampment, not an alehouse. So you better have good... Welcome to... In the name of... Tell me...
I was looking for a Thunderstone, and the trail has brought me here.
Well, what a curious coincidence that is. I'm sure you'll be interested to hear he knows a thing or two about...
How so?
Well, either way, the fact is he attacked us, and in so... But in my view, anyone can make a mistake.
Yeah, no.
Look, Hensel and his associates had a good and just reason to attack you. So release him now, or I'll finish what they started.
What the... You're either tough as nails or a complete fucking idiot. But fine. I don't feel like finding out on account of that oath. Have it your way. He's all yours. Untie him, and then fuck off. I don't want to see you here again.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. All that aside...
Henry.
I'm Hensel. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints.
In a manner of speaking.
What about Stislav?
From what I hear, Stislav made it out unscathed.
Sakra! At least he's alive. It's all my fault, you know.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter. I was looking for you in the village because of the thunder, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset.
Well, I suppose I would be too, but I have to say, the whole bunch brought us no luck, no
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal to some farmer's wife. I think he said, Lada or something. Well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra. That stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they hid some of their spoils.
Clever. Take what you can, and stash the rest for later.
I'd have helped myself to it. But think of it as I just hope they weren't making it up.
I'll take a look around and...
Well, it's the least I can do. Though my advice would be to...
I come in here. Hi.
Greetings to you.
I heard you bought a thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsh, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Brookhans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
What does that mean exactly?
Minerva owl?
No, not at all. An owl on your roof means death is closing in. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing. It can still...
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed...
Why would I do that?
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right.
Of course.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure you'll find Peter in his...
All right. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. Especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this before. I'm sorry. So, ask around on the farm if you...
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better check the whole room.
Do whatever it takes to help.
Okay.
Can you think of something that might help me heal it? Anything?
I can't. I'm desperate. I've tried just about. Peter is just an ordinary cooper. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often, but he came back empty-handed. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job. Then he went to bed, and since then, he doesn't sleep a wink at night. If I stop sleeping too...
I'll ask him why he can't sleep.
Try that. He won't speak to me about it. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. There now. And go wash up. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Why would a craftsman need weapons? I'll ask him about it.
Let it be over with. Damn it.
Peter, I'd like to take another... I found some weapons in your workshop. Did you hurt yourself?
No.
Look, I'm a knight of humble descent too. Neither Vanyet nor Bernard spared me much in the training arena, but now I know how to swing a sword without too many scratches and cuts. And since I don't see any on you either, I wonder why a Cooper like you would own a sword.
For when Sigismund's army arrives.
That's what the local garrison is for.
The garrison can't stop that horde. Trust me. There's got to be someone here who'll at least try.
The garrison will stay at the fortress where you have to escape to. Nobody will hurt you there.
They'll come at night. And before anyone at the fortress finds out, the village will be on fire.
Well, I can hardly talk you out of that worry. When you went to Pechkel on business, did anything happen to you on the way? Did you get attacked?
I got away from them.
Well, there aren't any signs of a brawl on your body, but you look as if someone was choking you right now. I can see the veins on your neck pulsing.
Sigismund. He's the one who's got me by the throat.
What do you mean?
Soon he'll send his army here to crush us, just like in Opatovitz. When I saw what happened there, they didn't stand a chance.
Did they have a fortress in Opatovitz?
No.
But you do have one here?
That doesn't mean anything. They'll only lay siege for us longer, and we'll die slower.
I don't think I can convince you otherwise. What am I gonna do with you?
Tell me.
Oh, well.
I could use a few groschen.
What? Don't bother me. Wait a mo. I know you. We've met before.
Well, it's possible.
I know. You helped our Carol out, remember? You carried some sacks together to our camp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're with that fellow with the arrow in his head, right?
Exactly.
Ah, how could I forget?
So we'll have to have a drink.
Well, something happened to him.
Aye. Our dear Carol passed away.
Really?
Oh? What happened?
Well, everything went to shit. Everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong. We wanted to rob a convoy. A bit of gold, a lot of booze, and 3 guards at most. Only there were a lot more of them fuckers.
Shit.
It was a bloodbath. I don't even know how we managed to escape. But Carol got left behind. They picked him up and took him away. It's all fucked.
Well, if they picked him up, he doesn't have to be dead. Maybe he's locked up somewhere.
If only. But that's not what. They strung him up. There was nothing to be done.
Huh.
Fuck. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I'm the leader now, but it doesn't matter. Because as soon as we show up anywhere, we're dead.
Are they looking for you?
There's a price on our heads. But more importantly, without the power of
I feel like you could be fine without
Maybe
it.
you'll be fine even without the arrow. Carol was a good man, but maybe the arrow wasn't magic. It could have all just been a coincidence.
You're dead wrong. Before the arrow, we were just a bunch of hopeless wretches. And Carol was the biggest one of all.
What? How come?
The fool couldn't fight. He was useless with a sword. Once, he was running through the forest, and he got impaled on a tree branch! Would you believe it? But then once, he told me that when he was out of it that time, it completely changed him.
When I listen to you, it's not the kind of story I hear every day.
Look, you're looking for a... How about you help us?
What do you have in mind?
Well, I need some... Well, to pull that out...
Are you shitting me? You want me to...
I know, it sounds nasty. He'd happily give us the...
That's a job for someone with an iron.
It's nothing too complicated. So then...
This is just about the oddest thing anyone's ever asked me to do. And I've had some odd requests, but... Where should I look for him?
Well, that's the problem.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Hold your horses. Our whole plan with the caravan went to shit near Sedlets. They've got a cemetery there, and I heard the local gravedigger lives near the cemetery. That's about all I know. We can't...
Well, I'll see what I can do.
If you manage to get the arrow...
The things I do for random-ass people.
Hail Mary!
When is the last time you buried an executed man?
Why do you care?
I want to say my last farewell. He was a good friend of mine.
Good friend, you say? That ain't something you should be proud of.
What's wrong with it?
Because the last executed man I buried was a fucking sorcerer.
What?
You heard me. A sorcerer. When they arrested him, he had an arrow stuck in his head. But he kept on living. It wasn't no fresh wound. It was old, healed. The thing stuck out of his head like a tree branch.
Yeah.
He was no sorcerer. Just a regular fella who got in the way of an arrow.
Tell that to the village crones. Of course he was a sorcerer. Nobody can survive an arrow in the head. There's magic and witchcraft behind it. Even the priest said so. Good thing we strung him up right away. He'd send a plague upon us or something worse.
Ah, nonsense.
Are you trying to say our priest don't know what he's talking about? I ain't telling you shit. Now get out of here before I really lose my temper.
Don't you try to oppose me. You understand? I haven't lost my temper yet, but if I do, it'll be you that ends up in one of these graves.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm just trying to keep things in order here. I don't want any trouble.
Where's that grave?
The grave you're looking for ain't in the cemetery. Can't have witchy bastards like that lying here among decent folk.
Where can I find it, then?
If it was up to me, I'd have thrown him to the wild dogs in the... But a sorcerer has to be buried. So I dug a hole near the big willow tree behind the cemetery wall.
All right. Thanks.
You mean, like, literally right here?
That looks fresh.
Hopefully he doesn't notice me.
Oh, shit. It's him. Ow! Fuck! That won't work. Yes! It's out.
Like, just a teeny bit of animation, developers. Like, you really couldn't make that happen? Hi.
My God! You're all covered in blood!
Yeah.
Greetings, Knight. What brings you here?
I'm mourning. Can't you see?
Did someone die?
My hope. Not far from here, in Sedlets, is buried Sir Valentine. Have you heard of him?
Rings a bell. Isn't he the one who brought holy soil from Jerusalem to Sedles?
Precisely. Almost 200 years ago, Valentine accompanied the abbot of Sedlets on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. There, in the field of Akeldama, he took his sword and dug up a handful of dirt, which he brought here and scattered over the graveyard.
Yes. And that's why you're mourning?
My entire life, I've wanted to visit Valentine's grave and see his famous sword. But now that I am here, I'm unable to go inside. I felt so humbled.
So why can't you go inside?
I'm truly sorry to hear that. Can I help you in some way?
I don't know, friend. What if you went to the graveyard instead of me? You could find Valentine's grave and bring the sword here.
What?
Just so I could look at it. Then you would put it back. I'd pay you well for it.
You want me to go to the graveyard and just steal that sword from a grave?
Don't call it that. You're just borrowing it.
Can't you just go to the graveyard and look for yourself?
I've thought long and hard about it, and there's no other way. But I understand if you don't want to help me.
I mean, I've already grabbed one grave at this point.
Right then. I'll do it. I'll help you. Where can I find Valentine's grave then?
It's somewhere in the church. But it's not so easy to get inside. Try to find Brother Morticius. I heard he's looking for help.
And then in turn, I'll...
Precisely. What is your name?
Henry.
I will wait for you here, Henry. Thank you very much.
I'll be with you, brother.
Morticius is my name, good friend.
Ah. I see.
God be with you. Am I...
Alright. Oh, dear sweet Lord of Heaven. Oh my God. Smooth entrance.
Hey! Are you intact, my dear brother?
I nearly broke every bone in my body.
Ha ha! There's no better place to leave your bones, and that's a fact. But the place you're in is black as night. Look for bones along your way, after all. In the end, you'll have some benefit.
Do you always speak from rhymes? Or speak in rhymes? Is there anything in here?
Damn it! That sword isn't here. Now what? I'll take another look around here. Maybe it's somewhere nearby. This must be through Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found. First pyramid is done. Impressive. Even if I say so myself. Manta Marie. If I hadn't built it myself, it'd give me a scare. Just one more. Where did that blind madman get to? He was sitting here the whole time, and now he's just vanished. I should ask if anyone saw him. I'm looking for the keeper of the local chapel. I did some work for him. but he disappeared.
Youngster, you ought to sleep more and drink less. Otherwise, you'll come to a bad end.
What do you mean by that?
Morticius was the keeper of the ossuary, all right. Only he died before you was even born.
Try to find Brother Morticius. I heard he's looking for help.
What? Morticius is dead?
As sure as there's a god in heaven.
But I spoke to him. He wouldn't stop babbling in verse.
For Christ's sake. Oh, are you sure you weren't imagining?
Very sure. I have to find...
Go back to the ossuary, then. You'll find it. Wait, what did this fella want from you, anyway?
I had to tidy up all the bones in the chapel and arrange them into pyramids.
What? You fooled around in my chapel? May the Lord protect you if you've done any ungodly business in there. What in God's name? You did all this by yourself?
Well, yes.
Well, friend, you're quite the worker. What a mess this place was. I'll keep it like this. People from all over the land will come here just to see this.
No, that's nice.
What, people's bones?
But I don't suppose you'll pay me for it, will you?
Stacked neatly into pyramids.
You suppose correctly. A job.
I have the arrow.
I'm looking for Pasha. Have you seen him around here?
Oh, you must be that good Samaritan with our little matter.
Maybe. And who are you?
They call me Heir. I've been waiting here for you. Pasha had to return to the camp. He's got duty.
I get it.
So, do you have it?
Of course. I'll keep my promises.
All right. Show it to me.
That depends on whether you have a reward for me.
That, I don't. I was told to wait for you here, and then take you to the camp. Pasha will pay you there.
Well, that's a shame. I was thinking it was too easy. Well, let's go then, eh?
What, can I not just fast travel? You're really making me ride there?
Eventually.
Hey, listen, let's talk.
What's going on?
Hey, listen up. Pasha mustn't get the arrow. If you give it to him, well, you'll be killing us all. The man doesn't know when to stop. He'll drag us on raids we won't come back from.
What do you suggest?
Give me the arrow. I don't have any coin to pay you for it, but you'll be doing the right thing. You'll save a few good men from certain death.
And what exactly are you planning on doing with it once you have it?
If I give it to you, what will you do with it?
I'll go somewhere far away and start my own gang. I don't need mountains of gold or revenge like Pasha. We'll be happy with a little and we'll have a good life. Like with Carol, and the arrow will help us.
I'll give you the arrow, but only if you promise me you'll stop robbing people and find honest work.
I could lie to you, but I'll be honest. I was born a thief, and I'd like to die as one too. I couldn't handle being cooped up in some workshop all day or shoveling shit on a farm. I want to start my own gang, and for that I need the arrow.
I'm fairly certain there is some spy work you could do for some king.
Well, all right. Here it is then.
Thanks, friend. I hope we meet again, and that I'll get a chance to repay you.